Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't tried duos, it is a ton of fun. Today I'm playing duos with Snipin', one of my oldest friends on Xbox. We've been playing together for about 12 years. Today I'm going to be doing a talk over, just explaining a little bit of why I do what I do and what my desired outcomes. So on this drop, I love dropping down below. The reason why is because you're able to choose your loadout, right? I can kind of look through, I can figure out what I want, and the odds of anybody coming down here is low. And if they do, we've got them in kind of a tighter or compressed space. But realistically, there's no loot down here. So I head up top, I get super lucky, purple shield, awesome. I turn in, there's a guy, so I quickly fight him. Again, I've got the purple shield, odds are I'm far ahead, he didn't even have a shield. His teammate comes, I square up, fight the teammate. At this point I notice Snipin's not even up there, whoops. And I back up because now Snipin' has more health than me, right? This is going to be a thing I talk about a lot. He's got 150 health, he's in the front. I've only got 200, I am in the back. I notice there isn't anybody there, so I say I'm going to heal up a little bit more. But whoever has the most health should be in the front, right? Let them take the extra hits initially. And then once the other person has more health, you rotate them up front. And it just maintains, you know, that the guy with the most damage to give is up front. Ugh, missed so many shots there. So I put up a bubble because I want to give myself some time, and I'm moving up top because I want to be above this guy, right? I want to have the angle where he's got to lower himself. Now it makes it harder for him to snipe both Snipin' and I. And right now I'm looking for shields. I've got no heals, so I'm just kind of looking around seeing what I can find. Okay, so that guy ended up going away. We end up pushing here, which is great. I get hit just a little bit, but I notice the guy's putting on a shield, so I'm going to push that most of the time, take the little bit of a hit. Now, I probably shouldn't have gone in here. This is where Snipin' shines, but I didn't want to leave him in there to die on his own. I get the first down, but there's way too much smoke here. I am going to die. Snipin', though, being caustic, this doesn't hurt him. The other caustic's gas, so caustic is the best counter for a caustic.
Where's he at?
I don't know, you're the caustic.
Took him a second to find him because the guy was hiding in the corner, but he ends up finding him, gets the kill. Great job. So now we're back in the match, and the guy was like kind of sitting there behind the window. I didn't see him there. This toilet here, incredible. So Snipin' does a great job throwing his gas. No one's going to come in here unless they're a caustic right now because it's going to hurt too much. But this toilet right here, you can sit in the corner, that kind of right corner that I'm not in yet. But you can sit in that corner and almost no one can hit you unless they're directly in front of you. So, pretty incredible. They could find a grenade or something, but they can't shoot you. So, incredible opportunity. We're just sitting low. There are 3 or 4 teams around us. We are just trying to buy time. At this point, we've got quite a few kills. We're just trying to get ourselves back to a happy place, and it's pretty tough because we got people pushing us from every angle right now. It's insane. So a lot of times in these games, patience is the key. You get to a point where you're getting squeezed, and the best thing you can do is sit down and just wait for the other team to make a mistake. So I jump in behind the guy because I want to lock him in. That ends up being a bad idea because he's getting hit from behind. I pull back quickly, and I throw the bubble. The bubble's to protect us against grenades and additional shots. Also, I can pick him up faster, which is a pretty big deal. But I pick my teammate up right away because Snipin' being back up and in the game is far more important than getting that one kill because they probably would have saved each other anyway. So make sure you're getting your teammates up anytime you have the opportunity. I also am doing some quick looting because the storm is about to close. I don't always make good decisions on when to loot, but when the storm's going to close, you just got to grab what you can grab because you're about to have to move. So I start hearing the guy pick up, I get outside and go ahead and push him off. Do decent amount of damage. I drop back, I want to kill his friend because again the storm is closing. I don't want him to get in behind us and save his friend from the storm. And make sure when he's coming out of the storm it's just him. Got lucky, came back to save his friend, easy kill. So at this point we're going to the edge. Snipin' calls out that there's guys here. So Gibraltar's ability, it's good for killing, but I find that it's really, really good for buying space. So by throwing this here, people are going to leave the space. I can then take some space, and that allows us the time to heal up. And then we also have a place to fight from that we can drop in and out of. Fortunately, they're not pushing forward, so we're able to get all the way up the hill. Another thing with Gibraltar, he's got that gun shield, so if your gun shield's intact, you can go one-on-one with almost anybody. right? Very few one-on-ones you're going to lose if you're hitting shots. Again, you'll notice he's in front because I'm healing. Now I jump in front because he got hit a little bit, so now he can heal.
From the right.
Other team steals our kills. So again, you'll notice that he now is got the most, and so he goes in front. You'll notice this a lot. We're switching front to back, front to back. The guy with the most life is always in the front if we can help it, because that's the guy who can take the hits.
Oh, where you at?
So here, we couldn't find the last two teams, so we finally find one right here. I absolutely ratcheted those shots. That was great. I was going to throw my ability, but that steel bar there would block a lot of the shots. Turns out it was the last guy in the team anyway, so get that finish. Now, I hear a lot of arguments. Gold shield versus red. Gold. The answer is gold. You only lose 25 total health, right, with the shield, but 25% faster heals. It's incredibly important. Anyway, we end up finding this guy. Get a couple good hits on him. You can see I hit him for 69 flesh. So we're just full send on him. We don't know if he has a teammate, but because this is duos, the most he can have is one additional teammate. At this point, we've run most of the map, and I just don't think he has a teammate. So, and here I just spray. Not great shooting, but, you know, about 30 damage left. So,
That closet.
great win for Sniping and I. Exciting times. Duos are tough, so when you can get a win, it feels good for sure.
I was surprised you got
are the
hit.
Apex champions.
In this next game, I make a few more bad mistakes, so I'm going to really jump in there and roast myself a little bit for some of my decision-making. But you can see between the two of us, we did a little over 3,000 damage. So choosing which fight to take is really important. I'm pushing us away from the city here because in the city, there's just so many different angles, so many different ways to die. And here, it's a little more open, which benefits my abilities as Gibraltar. Don't drop down and finish this guy. I do it. It's a bad play. I end up getting a shield, which is nice, but predominantly you're not going to get anything there, and it's just going to be a waste. So I see this guy, but you can see Sniping sees another team over here. I really want to take out the solo. That way we can have it be 2v2 on the other team. Hit some good shots. Another great way to use the dome is to throw it out in front of you and use it to cross space. You can see he hit me a couple times. Doesn't matter. I'm going to heal up in the dome. It gives me a great opportunity to cross the space, get ready for the next fight, and if he pushes in there, I'm very good at fighting him. I also spread there. You see how we spread out, hit him at two different angles. It makes it nearly impossible for that guy to get away. He's going to have to beat us. So here I decide, hey, you know, we're far enough away. Let's just ping some shots. I can bubble if I have to. I love throwing my ability in to buy space, but I also love to throw it in just to kind of mess up and put a ton of pressure on the other team. You can see I get a few hits there. It definitely drives the team underneath right here, and when they're underneath, it gives us an opportunity to hit them. Fortunately, that other team decided to hit them. So I end up pushing this lifeline here because I'm pretty much dead. Terrible shots, but fortunately he was almost gone, so just sprayed a little bit to get that last one. I call out quickly, there's another team, so Sniping knows, because you know, he may think that there isn't, and you may start looting, and that would be bad, because then we wouldn't have help. I wouldn't have any help in this spot. So I lose him, and I'm an idiot, and decide to start looting in the middle of a fight. What am I even thinking? What am I hoping to get there? That was terrible. But hit some shots here, which was great. Get him for a 133, which means he's got about 60 life. Easy for Sniping. Set my teammate up for success. So this fight I really don't like. We handled it well, but I don't think we were supposed to push here. And you can tell by kind of the way that I play, I freak out in my head a little bit and start playing differently. But hit some pretty good shots there with the flat line, which is great. We push in using the building as our egress. Gives us a little bit of protection, which is nice. But when I get in there, I go, oh crap, I don't know where any of the teams are. So I kind of sit down, pull myself aside, and that's smart. You know, you kind of want to know where the teams are so you know which angles you need to protect. Then I make this play. By crouching, my gun shield covers up almost my whole body. I get him for everything but 40, but it's a bad push because we're not going to finish that very often. We need to get tighter. We're close combat. He needs to be able to get a few of his gases out, but drop back, heal, very important. Make sure you're always healing. There's no reason not to get your heals back up, because if you push and win that fight, his teammate's probably going to down you, or you'll get third-partied. So make good decisions, pull back, give yourself a little bit of time, get yourself healthy. The fact is, with full health and loaded weapons, you've got a better chance against any team for sure. So Sniping ends up pushing in there. He's going to start throwing out a lot of his gases. You can see we're doing that to kind of hold them into a position. I go to a secondary angle, putting a ton of pressure on them.
Oh.
And at this point, I end up getting down because, like I said, if you overpush,
60 maybe.
the other guy has a shot. Fortunately, I trust Sniping. Gets his gases out. Nice job. And I know he's going to pull this out. Nice job, Sniping. Well played, my brother. So he gets me back up. We start getting set up. The gas cans are up. And at this point, we're just going to try to protect ourselves as much as possible and kind of sit down. I'm going to throw my ability to cause chaos, buy us time. Putting my bubble down, I was hoping to get that down before the grenade went off, so the grenade didn't hit me. But right now, again, just buying time, trying to reset, get our health up. He is going to get his traps back up at any egress points. Egress is the point where someone can come into or leave an area. So it's kind of like a choke point or a door, a window, whatever you want to call them. They're the points where people can get to you. So the spot I'm sitting in right now is actually kind of cool. This door, because it's open in, it shades me quite a bit so people don't see me, and you're going to see how I use that to my advantage. Take a quick peek, don't see anybody out here. Go back, sit down. In a second here on my left, you're going to see a guy come in and he's going to try to find me. He's not going to see me because he's just the door. It's tough to see behind. And so when he doesn't see me and he pushes forward towards Sniping, it's a really bad decision. So he makes the bad decision. We get him for, I think, about 120 feet or something like this. End up downing him. His teammate shows up behind him. I've got my gun shield, so I'm definitely going to push. Miss a lot of shots there, but hit him enough to get that finish. Nice job. Ran out of bullets. That's tough. I end up making some different decisions because I am running out of heavy bullets because I'm using dual heavies. So you can see I still got the flatline and prowler, but here in a second I'm going to swap one out. When you get down to about 100 bullets, it's just kind of tough because late game there's going to be a lot of separation and people shooting from a distance. So one reason that players that play a game more often are better is because you kind of know places people like to hide. So Sniping and I realize this is a place people like to hide, kind of over here on the left, up in these rocks. Ugh. Can I blame Gibraltar for the fact that I can't get up this?
You can crawl up there.
Yeah, no, it's Gibraltar's fault, not my fault for sure. Hee. So I come around the corner. I'm trying to find the guy. I find him. I decide to switch to my flatline because that's going to give me the more powerful shot. Hit him for almost all of it. Sniping gets a couple good shots on him. And I end up pushing. Yes. He's got the shotgun. This is very scary. The shotgun can hurt a lot. I didn't expect his jump pad to be there. Got a few extra shots. This is where he makes his mistake. In that position, you want to hold the top. You've got a shotgun. You've got the dominant position. You're very scary. We end up getting that kill. I end up switching. You'll notice I have the Mastiff now. I was running low on bullets. I've only got 80 left. Right now, we have no idea where the other teams are, so we're trying to figure that out. We're trying to get this set up, maybe gas up, do things. I start getting hit from behind. The second you get hit, if you don't know where people are, just bubble. Safest thing to do with Gibraltar, just bubble. Get yourself protected, give yourself time. You'll notice he's putting his gas cans inside the bubble. Again, with the bubble, the gas inside stays inside. The gas outside stays outside. So quickly get some gases inside the bubble if you're playing what we like to call Fat Boy Squad. Because, you know, you got a couple thick boys. So, pretty fun. So right now, I know where one team is. We do not know where the second team is. Oof, 2 good shots at 70. So you notice that was an Octane. I didn't think about this in the fight because I was just super focused on trying to find people and figure this all out. So that was an Octane. I'm now going to lose the Octane, and we're going to end up fighting a new team of 2. So we know that there's at least 3 guys. We already know there's 2 teams. So again, they're on top of my building. No, I do not want that, so I drop my ability. Again, buying us space, getting us the space back, so now Sniping and I can take over the top again. So that was stupid. I should have left the door shut. It hit me just a little bit. But
Come with me, Sniping, out back.
30 life. So I want to push back just to buy us some space. Sniping stays in. He's got his gases up. He's a competent player. He knows what he's doing. He has that space. It's his, so not a big deal there. So I pull out my shotgun. I'm going to go up top and see if I can get some pressure on these guys. 30, 95. I mean, some of the times when you hit with this gun, it's just tough. But again, I'm not over pushing. I don't want the other teammate to get me. I'm just going to heal. I know they're probably healing too, so there's plenty of time. 76 and 19. That guy ends up pushing. I decide to fight through because I get that 95 hit. And it was a good decision. I had my gun shield, so he didn't take out my gun shield. I just had a little bit of a dominant position at that point. You'll notice that we still have our red shields. Really big deal at this point because we have a 25% bonus on our shield against whatever they have usually. Not to say they can't have a gold or a gun shield, or sorry, or a red shield, but you know, especially when you add my gun shield in there, which gives me a little more. I can stand up and fight, guys. Man, hitting for 72 with a flat line with the anvil receiver is kind of tough. It's like getting hit by a sniper, only I shoot a lot faster. So you'll see that a lot of times I'll sit out and leave my head out with my gun shield. I should have healed before I pushed. That was a bad play. I do make the better decision of healing here because I notice he's running back. But anytime you can, heal. Again, with the gun shield, though, you can hold the fight so much longer because they've got to get through your gun shield to get you. Otherwise, they're hitting you like leg and body, and those shots just don't hurt as much. It's those upper torso and headshots that give you... Why am I doing this? Who cares what my guns look like at this point? Sometimes I get frustrated with myself. It's one good thing about watching video back on yourself playing is you start to notice some of the idiosyncrasies that you do that you can kind of go, all right, I'm going to pay more attention. I hear the guy behind me. I know he's coming up. Again, you might remember, this is the Octane from earlier. A couple good hits. That was really important. So I'm backing up, just trying to buy space. I put down my bubble. A bubble is really important. We know that we're one-on-one with the other guy. That guy insta-popped, so he's off the board. He doesn't have another team. We're down to just the two, and we know we got his teammate earlier. Did you notice that I only have one Mastiff shot left? Well, that's good, because I didn't. I decided to push here with the Mastiff. Only get the 37 hit, but I think I'm going to hit more. 245s, that was nice. So the guy's got a lot of damage, and I start getting cocky. I should have healed. Okay, you notice I didn't heal here. Bad decision. Took a little hit from the storm as well. I also could throw my ult here. I don't. I keep trying to push, and I step into the storm and die. That's why you need to heal, because it doesn't take but a second to heal. It's the last guy. There's no rush to get him. We just need to finish him before he finishes us. You'll notice Sniping threw down a caustic trap and immediately shot it. That's just so the caustic trap's going off, making it harder for this guy to want to come. I did not throw down my bubble. This was a mistake. I should have thrown down my bubble to heal. That would have been a far better decision. Either way, the guy makes a great play, comes through the smoke with his ability and gets on us. But, you know, Sniping's a great player. Sniping's going to finish this up for us. Nice job, Sniping.
Bro, that was a great game to end on, right?
If you guys made it to the end, let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite part about the voiceover? Did you enjoy it at all? And I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.
Apex champions.
Engaged very well, but we won.
Problem was I wanted to switch back to my shotgun. It had one shell left in it.
Right.
All right, brother.